Have you heard about these 12 common myths about diabetes? There's a lot of misinformation out there, so let's set the record straight. There's a misconception that only people with type 1 diabetes need insulin. In reality, about half of people with type 2 diabetes will need insulin after 6 to 10 years of having the condition, unless you manage it well. I have developed diabetes in 1984, that is 41 years ago. I am still managing it without insulin. Number 1. Do you know? Diabetes is caused by eating too much sugar is not true. Too much sugary foods and drinks does not help diabetes, but while diabetes does involve high blood sugar levels, it's not caused by sugar consumption alone. High carbohydrate foods also play a part. That include rice, most root vegetables and wheat flour based products like flatbread, chapati and roti. Type 2 diabetes, which is more widespread on the other hand, is influenced by both genetic and lifestyle factors. You can reverse type 2 in most cases by replacing high carbohydrate foods with legumes like lentils, soybeans and similar grains. Lifestyle factors include obesity, lack of physical activity, and poor diet. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition where the body attacks its own insulin-producing cells. But it's not just about sugar. Some people believe that diabetic foods are necessary for people with diabetes. Actually, foods labeled as diabetic are often expensive and may still increase blood sugar levels. They may also have extra ingredients, extra salt and unpleasant side effects. It's generally better to eat a balanced diet of regular foods in appropriate portions. Best foods is the food you prepare at home from fresh ingredients. Number 2. Have you ever wondered whether you can play sports if diabetic? You might have heard that people with diabetes can't play sports. This is another myth. But if you are taking hypoglycemia causing medications like insulin or sulfonylureas, you need to watch out for hypos and carry some healthy snacks. If you are taking any medications, it may be worth checking the video above on how to prevent and manage hypoglycemia to avoid serious complications. In fact, being active is super beneficial for people with diabetes. It helps lower blood glucose levels, maintains a healthy weight, keeps the heart and blood vessels healthy, and can reduce the need for medication. So if you have diabetes, don't shy away from sports, embrace them. Some people think that if they have pre-diabetes, it's not as serious as having diabetes. But pre-diabetes is a serious condition. Without intervention, about 1/3 of people with pre-diabetes will develop type 2 diabetes within a decade. It's a crucial time to make lifestyle changes to prevent or delay the onset of type 2 diabetes. Number 3. Have you heard that diabetes can always be prevented? This isn't true for all types of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, for instance, can't be prevented. Its cause is still unknown. Type 2 diabetes does have well-established risk factors, but some of these, like family history or ethnicity, can't be changed. But many cases of type 2 diabetes can be prevented or delayed through early lifestyle changes. Even when you have got it, you can reverse it if you change the lifestyle in the early years of diabetes. Wait, there is more, but do not forget to hit the like button if you have found this video useful so far. Number 4. Some people think that diabetes isn't a serious condition. This couldn't be further from the truth. Diabetes is a chronic condition that needs to be managed effectively to prevent complications. These can include heart attacks, strokes, damage to eyesight, reduced kidney function, nerve damage, and more. It's a serious condition that requires ongoing care and management. Number 5. Let's talk about driving. There's a myth that people with diabetes are dangerous drivers. This isn't backed up by evidence. This misconception comes from the fact that some people with diabetes can experience hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. But this is generally preventable with proper management of medication and diet. Number 6. Now, here's an interesting one. There are only two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. There are occasional cases of misdiagnosis. So you need to know whether you are being misdiagnosed. Actually, there are several types of diabetes. While type 1 and type 2 are the most common, There's also gestational diabetes, which occurs during pregnancy. There are several other forms including MODY and LADA. Each type has its own causes and treatment approaches. MODY stands for maturity onset diabetes of the young. It's typically diagnosed before age 25, but can occur in anyone under 50. It is somewhat similar to type 1. LADA stands for latent autoimmune diabetes in adults. It shares characteristics of both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. It typically affects adults over 35 years old. Number 7. Some people believe that diabetes only affects older adults. This isn't true. While type 2 diabetes is more common in adults, it's becoming increasingly prevalent in younger age groups due to lifestyle factors. Type 1 diabetes is often diagnosed in children and young adults. Diabetes can affect people of all ages. Number 8. Here's a tricky one. Sugar-free foods are always diabetes-friendly. Be careful with this one. Many sugar-free products still contain carbohydrates, which affect blood sugar levels. Always check the nutrition label, not just the front of the package. It's best to use a blood glucose meter and learn how different foods affect you. Consulting with a dietitian or diabetes educator will give you just standard advice you can read on diabetes organizations' websites. Number 9. Have you heard that some people think that if they're at a healthy weight, they won't get diabetes? While being overweight is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes, it's not the only factor. People at a healthy weight can still develop diabetes due to other risk factors like family history or ethnicity. Number 10. Now, let's address a common misconception. People with diabetes can't eat sugar at all. This isn't true. People with diabetes can include some sugar in their diet as part of a balanced meal plan. The key is moderation and working with a healthcare provider to understand how different foods affect blood sugar levels. Number 12. Here's an important one. Type 2 diabetes is always reversible. While some people with type 2 diabetes can achieve remission through significant weight loss and lifestyle changes, it takes time and commitment. How long you had diabetes also play a part in that. If you had it for 10 years, you cannot expect to reverse in 1 month. Remission means maintaining normal blood sugar levels without medication for at least 3 months. But, it's important to note that diabetes can come back, so ongoing monitoring is crucial. There's a myth that people with diabetes will eventually go blind. While diabetes is a leading cause of blindness in working-age adults, it's not inevitable. Good blood sugar control, regular eye exams, and early treatment of any eye problems can significantly reduce the risk of diabetes-related vision loss. The need for insulin doesn't mean you've failed at managing your diabetes, it's just part of how the condition progresses for many people. Lastly, some people think that diabetes only affects blood sugar. But diabetes can affect many aspects of health. For example, people with type 2 diabetes are twice as likely to have heart disease or a stroke as people without diabetes. It's a condition that can impact overall health in many ways. Some people believe that certain fruits like grapes, mangoes, or bananas are off limits for people with diabetes. But portion control is the key here. Also, there are fruits like avocados, berries and some other low-carbohydrate foods. See the link to 7 amazing fruits for diabetics which do not raise blood sugar. These fruits can be part of a healthy diet for people with diabetes. Fruits are high in fiber, low in fat, and full of vitamins and minerals. The key is to include them as part of a balanced meal plan. Remember, diabetes is a complex condition that affects everyone differently. If you have diabetes or are at risk, work closely with your healthcare team to develop a management plan that works for you. But if they are giving just off the textbook type advice without listening to you, maybe it is time to consider an alternative healthcare team. And if you don't have diabetes, understanding these facts can help you support friends or family members who do. Knowledge is power when it comes to health, so keep learning and stay informed. Do not forget to click the like button and subscribe. On the screen, you see a videos related diabetes-friendly natural foods. Consult your healthcare professional before changing your medication or lifestyle. None of the information provided by this video is a replacement for your physician's advice.